Thank you. Good morning. My name is Umut Ege. I'm from Turkiye. I'm the National Project Coordinator for Eureka for Turkiye. I'm working in TUBITAK. And what is TUBITAK? TUBITAK is the Scientific and Technological Research Council of Turkiye. It's the flagship institution in Turkey. And actually, we celebrated our 60th year. We are a very old and experienced institution. What are we doing? We are funding R&D and innovation activities. We are helping to science and technology innovation human resources to develop. And also we are making science and society activities. And personally, as TÜBİTAK, we are directly conducting R&D activities with our institutions. And we attach great importance to the international science, technology, and innovation cooperation. So with this direction, for example, this is our map in collaboration on bilateral and multilateral area. Now, in 2023, we have in total 67 bilateral agreements with 67 countries and with 98 institutions. Apart from this, we are a member of a lot of multilateral organizations, which one is Eureka, and with the help of these international organizations, we are in collaboration with more than 100 countries. Our performance under Eureka is shown as on the screen. We are the 9th most active country in all Eureka members. And when it comes to the cluster projects, we are the first country with 161 projects. This figures from the Eureka's data website. And in terms of the labeled and running and finished projects, which we can say successful projects, we are the first country with 161 Turkish involvement projects. When we come to the CELTIC cluster, we are funding CELTIC cluster from the beginning. You can see the evolution of the logos and the CELTIC with the change of the technology and innovation. Now we are in the CELTIC-NEXT, and during this period, there were 95 labeled projects with, again, the Turkish companies' involvement, participants. We are funding, and we will keep our support to CELTIC-NEXT cluster. And the last part and the most important part of my presentation is our funding program. This, which I will call from now on, is 1509 program. This program is for international industrial R&D and funding. We have a dedicated online portal for this funding program. The Turkish participants are using this PRODIS portal, PRODIS system. And with this URL, the et.tubitak.gov.tr, you can find every kind of program rules, project proposal documents, and every kind of evaluation process documents in that website. And you're also submitting your national evaluation from this website. This program is, I think, is very easy to understand and easy to follow. From Turkish side, only SMEs and large companies can be project partners, which means we can directly fund only SMEs and large companies and also startups also. But universities and research centers cannot be directly funded. They can be service providers only. They can be involved in the project, but not as a project partner. We are supporting only the SMEs and large companies. Funding outlook, as seen on the screen, we are giving fund all as grants, and there's no credits, there's no loans. It's so easy. Only the funding ratio changes. If you're a large company, up to 60%. If you're an SME, up to 75% of your eligible costs given as grant. And there's a budget in advance option, 25% of it. For Turkish side, there is no budget limit. There's no limit for duration. The duration is limited with the call text. For example, in CELTIC call, if there's a 36-month duration, it's our duration. And one must for Turkish companies is the label. We are inviting you to the national application after the label. Your projects must be labeled before your national application. Again, you are using this system to submit your national application. On the left side, there is the international part of the application. You are submitting your application with your partners to the cluster, CELTIC-NEXT. The technical committee and the PA committee are checking your proposal. If your project granted with a label, we are writing you an official document, and we are asking you to finish your national applications in 6 weeks and in Turkish to the portal, Turkish portal. You are creating your 15 online national application. Then we are sending it to the external evaluators. They are checking it. Then the report comes to the TUBITAK again. In TUBITAK, there's a technology group committee, executive committee. It's related with your area. They are checking your project and also the report of the evaluators together. Then they are creating your creating their decision. Either they will fund or not the project. What are the evaluators and the TUBITAK checking in your project? There are 4 dimensions that we are checking. The first one is the innovation content of the project. It should be very high. And the second dimension is the relevance of the project plan with the infrastructure of your company, in terms of both in personnel and the physical infrastructure, if this is related with each other, the idea and the company infrastructure. The third dimension is the economic potential. What will your company gain after this project, and what will the country, Turkiye, gain from this project? And the fourth dimension is the more holistic approach. We are checking the whole application apart from the Turkish side. What's the importance of the project, and what's the role of the Turkish side in that project, the holistic approach. If you manage to fulfill in 4 dimensions, TADEP, that your project is should be granted for label, granted for fund, and if you manage to fulfill in that 4 dimensional, your project is likely to be get funded. These rules you can find in the portal, again, from the PRODIS in all details. The funded activities and eligible costs and ineligible costs, they're all listed. I don't want to take your too much time for these ones. From that website, you can find every one listed. And this is all from our national program. And this is our national website for Turkish users, eureka.org.tr. You can find any kind of information for all Eureka instruments with network projects, also with Eurostars and frequent asked questions, every kind of information. You can find it here. And we are very happy that Eureka is under Turkish chair in 2023 and 24. And you can find any kind of information again from Eureka Network. .org about us and chair from our Turkish chairship priorities and our plans and the events. You can find any kind of information here. Thank you very much for your attention, and you can reach us anytime, eureka@tubitak.gov.tr, and our social media accounts are on the screen. I think we will share this presentation from the CELTIC website. You can find it over here. Thank you very much for your attention again.